Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today topic is what is Adhoc testing, why should we do Adhoc testing and when to do Adhoc testing. Okay, so let's understand this. I explained about different testing like unit testing, integration testing, system testing. So these things I have explained in my previous videos. So how Adhoc testing is different than those testing. So, in unit testing, integration testing, system testing, there we are testing the application according to the requirement. As per the customer requirement, we are testing the application and we are getting the defects. Okay, but in Adhoc testing, we do it informally, randomly, without looking into the requirement. We are not checking the requirement document to do the Adhoc testing. We are testing here randomly and we are trying to break the code. Okay, so that is the purpose of Adhoc testing. So now the question arises, why we will do Adhoc testing? Why it is that much important? Okay, so why it is important? Because we have to think as per the end user's point of view. See, how we are testing the application as per the requirement, the end user is not going to test, the end user is not going to use the application in the same way. They can test the application or they can use the application randomly, like how they want. They can test here and there, whatever they want, they can use the application in that way. So they will be trying to use the application in all the possible ways. So at that time, might be there will be a chance of some code break or some functionality might get break at that time. So to avoid those things, we have to do Adhoc testing prior to deliver the product to the end user. Our main intention should be to break those code and to find as much as defect we can, get them fixed and make the application robust, so that when it is delivering to the customer or to the end user, that will be completely robust. That is the main purpose of Adhoc testing. Okay, so in Adhoc testing, we are not following any planned approach. We are doing it in an unstructured way. Okay, so here you can see the definition of Adhoc testing. Testing the application informally and randomly without looking into the requirement to find if there is any loophole, if there is any bug in the system. Adhoc testing starts after formal testing completed. Okay, so generally we do Adhoc testing once the functional testing completed, or after completion of the entire formal testing, we will be going for the Adhoc testing. Okay, and in Adhoc testing, you can see this diagram. Okay, here we are not following any planned approach. We are not following any documentation. We are not going to prepare any test design document. We are not going to prepare any test cases. We have to do the testing randomly here and there, like how we want. No, we will be testing like that only. So Adhoc testing, we call it as monkey testing also. Okay, because there is no proper way. You do whatever you want. Okay, we have to think in outbox manner and we are going to do the Adhoc testing. So let me give some examples here, how we can perform Adhoc testing by giving some examples. So let's consider there is the Amazon application. Okay. So what I do is I'll log into the Amazon application. I'll add some product to the cart and then I'll go for checkout and I am in the payment screen. Okay. So now what I will do is, in my requirement document, it's mentioned as search for the log into the Amazon, search for the product, then add the product to the cart and then go for payment method. That is what my requirement says. As part of Adhoc testing, what I'll do is I'll go till the payment page, and after that what I'll do is I will click on the back arrow button in my browser. Okay, so I'll try in that way to check whether I am able to go back to the again the cart page or not, because I am in the payment page. If I click on the back arrow in the browser, I should be able to navigate to the cart page. So that kind of requirement will not be there in the requirement document. That is why we are doing here Adhoc testing without any requirement things. We are testing in a random way, in an informal way. So that is one example of Adhoc testing. We'll see how the application behaves when we are performing such actions. The second example is, let's say I have two browsers, Chrome browser and Firefox browser. So here what I'll do is, in Chrome browser I'll log in with Gmail application. Then in the Firefox browser also I'll log in with the Gmail application. Now in my Chrome browser I will change the password of my Gmail account. Okay, so I have changed my password in the Chrome browser, and now I am coming to the Firefox browser, and there I am trying to send some email in the Gmail account. So at that time what will happen? Since I have already changed the password in one browser, that is Chrome browser, and now I'm coming to the different browser which is my Mozilla Firefox, there I'm trying to send the email. So it should not allow me to send the email because I already changed my password in some browser. So now it will ask me to re-log in to the application again with the new password. So in this informal way we have to do Adhoc testing. Now coming to the third example, let's say I have a login page. There I have to log in with username and password. So what I'll try there is, I'll try to check the code. I'll try to check the application how it behaves when I am testing it in a negative way. Let me try to give some different combinations of input. Okay, like I'll be like instead of write username password, I'll be giving some random value, some junk value. Okay, some different special characters I'll try to give such inputs, and I'll see how the application reacts. So this is how we'll perform Adhoc testing. That's why Adhoc testing is called as negative testing or monkey testing. Now here we'll see what are the advantages and disadvantages of Adhoc testing. See, what are the advantages is, Adhoc testing can help making the application robust, because here we are trying to uh, break the code, and if any bug is there, let them fix and give a bug free product, make the application robust. And one more advantage is, it can improve the quality of the testing process, because we are trying to check all the possible ways. We are thinking in outbox manner, and we are here trying to improve the quality of the testing process, and help like testers also will their mindset will be uh, wide, and they can think in a larger way. Okay, and one more thing is, we can find defects quickly because we are thinking out of the box. Okay, and what is the disadvantages of it? See, since here we are not following any documentation, here we are not writing any test cases, so if we find any defects, sometimes it is difficult to reproduce it, because sometimes what happens is, we get some intermittent issue. And since in Adhoc test we are not preparing any test design document, no test cases, no requirement documentation, nothing we are following, right? So if we'll find any defect, it is difficult sometimes actually to reproduce the defect. So that is the disadvantages of ad hoc testing. So that is all about ad hoc testing and importance of ad hoc testing in software companies. That's all for today's video. If you like my video, then please subscribe it, press the bell icon so that if I post any further videos, then you will be getting notification for that. And also share with your friends. If you have any further queries, then please feel free to comment me. You can ask me at any time. I'll be happy to answer all your queries. Thank you.